Hey, you made it. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new hot news of MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul releasing Lunchly, a Lunchables competitor. Now, you've probably heard about this already all over YouTube and the news, so I'm going to keep this video relatively short for you guys, but I wanted to give my opinion on this tweet that I saw from DanTDM, and then give a little bit of a background and sort of my knowledge and whatever. So let's get right into it. So, DanTDM, who is a big YouTuber, might add, wrote on the 16th of September, what happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. Okay, so bit of a spell error there. Can't have two double negatives. Move on for that. Move on from that. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. And then it was the link from MrBeast, KSI, and Logan Paul are releasing Lunchly, a Lunchables competitor. It will feature Prime, Feastables chocolate, and a variation of food. So you've got turkey stackums, fiesta nachos, and the pizza. Now, the thing with this is, I kind of agree and I also kind of disagree with what DanTDM is saying and what the whole of the internet is saying, essentially. Like, yeah, it is selling things for the sake of selling things, but YouTube has become a bit more corporate of late. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's very good, especially when you can easily manipulate young fans into buying your product just by placing it in your videos and, oh, it's cool to eat Lunchables, or it's cool to eat Lunchly. Like, the same with Prime. Prime went absolutely crazy. You couldn't get any of it on the shelves because of the way that it was marketed. And the same as Feastables as well. Like, it's marketed in such a way, such a targeted way, that it then makes it so that everybody rushes to get it, everyone's kids want it, and then it just goes out of stock, and you just end up with this crazy supply and demand situation, which is really skewed, and then they make loads of money, obviously. But yeah, so I kind of agree in that way. YouTube has become a bit too corporate, and I don't really think it's particularly fair to do it. But also, I kind of have the counter argument to that is, if a big corporation released this, would people be in the same position? Would people be in the same uproar? And you could argue, oh well, yeah, they can't target the market in the same way as influencers can. But at the moment, a lot of corporations are working with influencers anyway, so it's kind of like half and half. I kind of agree with it and I kind of don't agree with it. I don't think selling Lunchly to kids is a particularly good idea. I don't think it's a very healthy thing, especially with like the obesity epidemic and everything that's going on in America and the world right now. Like, this is not the sort of thing that you need from a public health perspective. Something that's a bar of chocolate, and yeah, it's not a sugary drink. It's not a very high nutritional value drink, is it? So you've got two things that are just kind of pointless, and then whatever else they put in it as the food, which again, I can't imagine being particularly nutritional. It will probably be as cheap as humanly possible to make the most money out of the box. And the fact that Prime on its own per bottle is about £2 in the UK, Feastables chocolate is about £2 in the UK. How much is this box going to cost? Like, they're going to make so much bank off of this. If they inflate the price to like £5 or £6, and then they make the product in the box really cheap, they're going to make so much money, especially off the young fans, which I don't agree with. I don't think that's a very good thing at all. It's not good for their image, and it's just not good, again, from, like I say, a public health perspective. You're just feeding this stuff to kids that is not very good. It's not good for them. It's not got good nutritional value. It's not part of a balanced diet. I mean, if you have it as a snack, okay, maybe, but I feel like this is a lot like Lunchables, where it's like, have it every day for your lunch and take it to school with you, like pack lunch and whatever. But I just don't think that's very good. It's kind of funny how it comes about 5 months after the potential risks of Lunchables came out and how they are basically really unhealthy, and there was news articles about that. So yeah, new report raises health concerns about Lunchables, CBS even in news on 16th of April 24. I just can't help but think we're going down the same road here. Like, if you really actually cared about making stuff healthy, you would do it. But this is, again, you've got the chocolate and you've got the Prime, and it just drives market, it drives people to that product, especially children who watch KSI, Logan Paul, and MrBeast. MrBeast especially, because his audience dwarfs the combination of Logan Paul and KSI. But funnily enough, they're both really good at marketing Prime, so you're going to make a lot of money from it. But this all stems back to this sort of thing of what happened to YouTubers, man. I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers, DanTDM. Money. And yes, you said that in your video, but this is the problem. Like, KSI and Logan Paul don't even upload that many videos anymore. MrBeast still does, but he's got all sorts of other stuff going on at the moment, drama-wise, so we'll worry about that later. But I just think, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's become too corporate, and I don't like the way YouTube is heading and what YouTube is even about anymore. And I feel like they're going to use their platform to market this stuff, to market this crap, basically, to kids again, which really, really is not good. But What can we do about it? There's no regulations on this stuff. Like, what can I as an individual do? What can you do about it? You can't be like, oh, I disagree with Lunchley. Okay, well, good for you. Well, I disagree with it as much as the next guy, but it's a lot of the problems, like, to do with things like this and to do with corporations in general. There's nothing you can do as an individual. It takes the government to step in and say, this is a bad idea. We don't want you to do this. But they're not going to do that. So this is my issue with it. You're basically just shouting at a brick wall at this point. You're not going to get anywhere with it. I don't agree with it, but there we are. So this has just been a little mini rant about it. I saw it was all over the news, so I thought I'd give my spin on it. And I really don't think it's a good thing. I just think that there's not much we can do. So if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It'll really help the channel a lot so I can keep making these videos. I've got plenty more content for you guys in the next couple of weeks. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.